Hello everyone, welcome back to Black Moon Lilith Tarot. Paco is on. We are ready to go. If you don't know Paco, he's our mascot here. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I wanted to show you all the decks we're going to be working with today. Again, it's a lot. So it's the magical spell cards, the astrology, the deck in a little guidebook. Highly recommend, by Lily Ashwell. Got it at Barnes & Noble. I am obsessed with it. Crystal Spirits, Whispers of Love, Archetypes, Notes from the Universe, Secret Language of Light, Kipper, and then today I'll be clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot and probably also the Holographic A.E. Waite Tarot. Alright, so those are all the decks we're going to be using today. This is going to be a pick a card, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I'm not going to do dirty like that. I'm actually going to bring them up and show because they are gorgeous. So this little guy is going to be pile 1. I should probably say what this video is actually about, huh? Although you'll see it in the title. This is pile 2. Gorgeous. So this is going to be messages from your ancestors. Okay, ever since I bought this heart, this is pile 3. It's been screaming to be in a pick a card video. Also, we're not going to talk about the nails, okay? I'm overdue for a little manicure. Pile 3 and pile 4. So please go with the one that resonates for you, and since we don't really talk about that a lot, whichever one resonates for you is sometimes the one that your eye goes to first, or the one that you're like, yes, it's that one. And if it's more than one, that's okay too, because there might be messages for you in both. I'm going to pan you down so you can see a bit more of the cards. And I'm going to shut up for a minute so you can think. I got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Alright, we're going to start with pile 1. Put that little guy right over here. Actually, I want to hold him for a minute. So when I was shuffling your cards, like the theme of patience kept coming up. So what I'm going to do is I took out all of these Kipper cards for the ones that are like people. So let's see if we can find out if one ancestor in particular is trying to give you this message. Wealthy man, child. So immediately my mind goes to a man that was married to a woman. So this might be grandpa, grandmother that are deceased. For the most part, I'm kind of going for deep messages here, if you will. So I assume most of these people are dead. So let's see what comes out with wealthy man and child. I'm going to place those off to the side. Alright, pile 1. A whole bunch of decks right here. So first of all, we're going to do the crystal spirits. This is just an offering from spirit to see if there's any crystals that would aid you in your journey right this moment. And yours is green aventurine. So you can Google that, look it up, or maybe you have a piece of green aventurine, so your ancestors want to tell you that green aventurine would be good for you. Now, we're going to go to messages after. That's interesting, though. Okay. Let's start with the light side. So these are the Secret Language of Light cards. So we have Soul Love. We have Soul Journey. Ooh, someone's going on a soul journey. Highly recommend, and also don't recommend whatsoever. It's a lot of work. Alright, so why Soul Love and Soul Journey? Okay, what popped in my head was quite sassy. It was you know exactly why. Some of your guides or ancestors might be a little bit more on the sassafras side for them to come across so poignantly like that. I am getting a heavy grandfather energy in this one. So we have healing, candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power. Green, green, a lot of healing here. Courage, by shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. And abundance, goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Okay, there's something about night in this message for some reason. Things haunt you at night, or you get certain feelings at night. I feel like you turn into a different person at night. See that kind of, sort of. 5 of Cups, High Priestess, the Lovers. You have dreams, huh, don't you? You get a lot of truth and clarity in your dreams. You come together in your dreams. You're very confident in your dreams. You definitely have to dream more. My personal recommendation is to have a dream journal. I see that you're also meeting up when you dream about a person, but I'm not going to dig into that because this is supposed to be from your ancestors. So definitely some information about dreams here. Okay, why the Lovers though? Because that is coming out. Okay. Page of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So in your dreams, you may receive messages about healing a past or future connection with another person, and your ancestors are going to help you out with that. They want to offer you something with that Page of Pentacles, and it's something that you've been putting work into with the 7 of Pentacles. They will bring you a lot of truth and clarity, logical clarity. So even though the topic is emotional and something that means a lot to you, the truth and clarity is what is going to set you free in your dreams, is what I see there. Now, intuition is very strong with this pile. However, are you not in tune with your intuition, or you kind of push it off like it's not as important? There's a vibe here. Sometimes you think intuition is silly or you don't have time for it. But the fact that you may have that false belief is actually more silly, because your ancestors have a lot that they want to offer you. It's not that they're going to give up on you, not by any means, but they are tired, I kind of sense. Brother, why brother? My brother. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. You either had a, well, I see King of Swords, so I'm going to say older. Doesn't need to be older. An older brother or a brother figure. 7 of Cups. Who can never make up his mind. 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Okay. I see here an older brother. This could potentially be your grandfather that we're tapping into, but I see an older brother who is stern and logical. He can't make his mind up most of the time. It's kind of frustrating. He may party a lot, drink a lot, or just have some vices, but he's very one to like chase his latest wish fulfillment. He's a hard worker, but he's also, he doesn't do the work to release his own karma. So he's just kind of stuck in this Knight of Pentacles energy, but not in a great way, because he's stuck in his head. He could be this and abundant, but instead he'd rather just play games and be in his head. And he's all about having the fun. Here's the Knight of Wands. And for the Fool to be here, he's actually a fool, specifically in love. I feel like this person's like an anti-role model, and maybe someone that you looked up to, or maybe someone that you did not. But be that a natural brother in your life, or someone who's trying to come through, but I hear brother. Free will is real at all times. You're not going to turn into your brother or whoever this is if you don't choose to, right? So you have to remember that. So in here with healing, courage, and abundance, like, you are in charge of your own destiny, and you need to understand that and take charge of that. With soul love and soul journey, I'd like to pull a clarifier on that. It's can tell that you have a lot of work to do, and I say that in the sense of, ooh, I actually got a big beat. I say that in the sense of like your destiny, or whatever you like to call it. I hear that you don't like to call it your destiny, you call it something else. But you will be very abundant and secure on this journey by putting in your hard work. I'm not going to go into, I do see some blockages in the way, and you may or may not know what those are already. Just use your best rational sense that you can, and know that within free will you can have all of these things. You can be healed, courageous, abundant. Some family wounding here, family wounding, family ties, whatever ancestors coming through definitely wants to tell you that I think you're kind of putting wool over your own eyes, and in order to take off that wool may be painful, not in the action of taking the wool off your eyes yourself and seeing something for what it truly is, but kind of, you know, coming out of a dark room into the bright sun outside. It hurts your eyes. It's an adjustment period, right? So I feel that your ancestor wants to not only show you that it's possible to step out into the light, but to have, they will help you with this adjustment period. But you have to believe. There's a big theme of a belief here, and also a willingness to heal amongst your busy day-to-day. The energy for this pile I get is someone who either is a couch potato and is consistently worrying about things that they could be doing, or is someone who is like the opposite, someone who's go, go, go all the time. You work hard, you play harder, or you work harder and to work harder. work, work, work. That's the vibe. You're probably either one of those. So messages from your ancestors. It's not only about being right. Interesting. In all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree? The universe. Interesting. You pretty stubborn, pile one? Aren't we all? You have what it takes in reverse. This is a self-limiting belief. For it to come out in reverse, your ancestors are telling you you do have what it takes. So we're going to unblock this together. Take a deep breath. And you have what it takes. I can say it until I'm blue in the face, but you need to understand with your own self-limiting belief, you do have what it takes, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Step out into the light. It's right there. It's just waiting for you. Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it. Wow. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? This jaded energy, whatever it may be, doesn't serve you either. And forgive. You need to forgive yourself, forgive some people, forgive some family members. You need to forgive. A lot of green here, a lot of healing. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. Go for gobs, the universe. Go for gobs. Someone in your family has a saying similar to that. That's funny. You haven't used it in a long time, maybe after your father passed away, but that's maybe for like one person, but that's interesting. Oh, the love cards. Well, I feel like hitting the love cards first. We're gonna dip into these astrology cards. Let's see what else. Okay, your ancestors aren't ones for clutter, so let me pick up after myself. That's funny. Orderly, neat and tidy. Neat and tidy. Okay. Whatever that means. House 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Okay. Cancer, nurture, comfort, and protection. I said nature. Go outside. Going outside to like work on your laptop or something. You workaholics is not going outside. Go outside. You know, enjoy life. You need to take a breath. The sun, self-express and embody the truth. Okay. Your happiness lies within feeling comfort and protection, and your ancestors are saying that you are worth that. And before I finish this message, I have to go on to the love messages. This ancestor is a bit stoic, but maybe it took a little bit for them to get loosey-goosey, maybe a drink or two, but when they did, like on holiday occasions and things, maybe Christmas, seeing like a Christmas tree, you know, they would get a little more mushy, a little more open, smile a bit more. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. And this came in the reverse. We don't really take reversals in this deck. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So this being in the reverse is just saying it's a self-limiting belief. Back to what you love. Yeah. So your ancestors are here to, you know, shake up the energy, not be so stuffy. And I'm not saying you're a stuffy person. You sound like the type to really put your nose to the grindstone, which is fucking commendable. But here with the 7th house, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So whatever your relationship status is, I see that you're not pouring into this as much as you can or you should. And you know this. This isn't new news. But I feel like this is an ancestral lineage thing as well. You might have ancestors that have fucked over their spouses and loved ones to get the bag, get the coin, go to work because you sound like a really hard worker. There's no shame in that game, but you also need to go back to nurturing yourself and your loved ones, because at the end of the day, that brings you happiness. So it's kind of the analogy of like, do you want to be a millionaire and single, or do you want to be poor with the ones that you love? The thing is that's both a farce, because you can have both, you know? So take that for what it is. I'm going to close out with some advice for you. Being mushy and loving isn't a weakness, you know? Like, you're abundant, and if you have a background where you were once poor, or maybe this ancestor, this grandfather coming through, was like the last poor person in your family, because he put in such hard work to like never, you know, worry about when if food was gonna be on the table or not, or a roof over your head, or, you know, like not you specifically possibly, but like his generation, right? And then whoever your parents were, and then now you. So like that generation, if that was like a worry of being abundant and like not starving, you know, like that's not you. You don't have to worry about that. So if you have any type of way or feeling that you're gonna have that much struggle and strife, I'm here to tell you I just don't think that that's true. I just don't. But you have to believe that, right? Like, you can sit here and watch me pull cards as much as you want with absolute love and grace to you. You're putting in all this work to work, but what about all the rest of life that you have to live? You know, give yourself some grace, man, lady, dude. All right, your advice is the Empress, the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and this one wants to come out in the 3 of Swords. People have definitely done you dirty in the past, and expectations, this is me talking, not the cards, expectations are like literal garbage. So take that and like throw it in the trash, please. The expectations you set with yourself are more important. Humans are like obviously extremely organic, and they're going to change their mind all the time, and you can't really do anything about that. Just surround yourself with better humans. Get into giving and receiving mode with the Empress being here, and understand that, you know, be grateful for what you have too. It's great to want more and to be more successful and abundant, but also express gratitude. Gratitude's free, right? So express gratitude for you watching this video right now, for taking a deep cleansing breath of air, for whatever beverage you're drinking, for wherever you are walking, exercising, or sitting your ass on the couch right now. Gratitude is free, and I feel like gratitude will shake things up in not such a lovey-dovey self-love kind of way that I feel like you don't appreciate, but we can all be more grateful in life for the things that we have. So express more gratitude and see how that fits. With the 9 of Pentacles to the 3 of Swords, if you like recently went through some heartbreak, it's kind of it's I don't even know if it's in a disguise, but it's a blessing, because whoever this person was, whether you fucked up or they fucked up or no one fucked up and it just fizzled out, right? It's you putting down a 10 of Wands, a big ass burden, because there's better things coming your way. I'm not like specifically saying another person or relationship. What I am seeing is that that's like abundance, and that's actually like what you crave. This is kind of giving me a fair amount of Capricorn energy, where you must be stable to thrive. You have to be in a place of stability, where you're not going to worry about your next meal or if your rent's going to be paid. Like, that is your baseline, and that's fucking fantastic, and you should commend yourself for that. But the idea is that, you know, there's just a whole lot more to life to live, and your ancestors are like appreciative of all the work that you're doing. But you know, like lighten up. Smell the roses. Take a deep breath. Something like that. I mean, they love you, like, you know, if you want to be stuffy the way that you are. I feel like I'm making immense amounts of fun of pile 1. That's not my intention, but honestly, you guys need to take a fucking joke. Yeah. And I'm just being hard on you because I actually feel like your guides and your ancestors, well, you're not tuned into them. So, like, hey, if I have to be a bitch to get you to, you know, actually have the desire to tune into your ancestors and your spirit team, then so be it. I'm fine with that because my ancestors are real harsh with me. But yours aren't. Yours are like, you know, I'm not saying the sweetest or the cuddliest or anything, but they want to like pull up to the fireplace with you and have a chat, you know? They want to chat about some things, and they're going to be really sweet about it. So it's not my job to be sweet. It's your job to tap into your ancestral line and get in tune with them. And you never have to listen to me bitch about your ancestors ever again. So this is the Architect's Guidebook. I'm going to pull 1. I can already tell more than one's going to come out for you, but I'm only pulling 1. So choose wisely. This one? Okay. This deck takes a lot of energy out of me, but it feels necessary. So I was going to pull it at the end, but I'm going to pull it now. So you have the stone. It's pretty. Look at you. So grounded. Let me know if you guys are earth signs, because I don't know, I'm kind of just like getting that stability vibe. Or you should probably have a bunch of earth in your birth chart if you're into that kind of thing. I'm hearing that you're not really into that kind of thing, so I'm actually going to stand up so we can read this and not fall over. Cool. The stone, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. You can read most of it. I'm just going to see if I can summarize it. These are great things to reference if you want to look into more information, but mainly I like the ones on the sides. Build a cairn in nature, find inspiration, and okay, cool. Don't care. Okay, that's actually really funny because for some reason I got like Jewish energy from this pile. I don't know if that makes a lick of sense, but it does to me. Yeah, so you can pause and read that, but the idea to me with the stone, you are stable and you have the means within you and the gift from your ancestors to continue to be stable and have that great foundation, right? So I'm not, neither they nor I are telling you to like go off the rocker and go crazy insane or anything. But it is the idea that you need to loosen up and shake it up a little bit, or else some of the things on the sidelines of your life, which I'm hearing are like a lot of the people that you love and care about, I think you're going to hurt them, and I don't think you want to do that. At least I hope you don't want to do that. It'd be a dick move. So make sure you're checking in with yourself, taking care of yourself, but don't work yourself to death. There's no fun in that. Not really. So that's what your ancestors have for you. Don't hate me. Please come back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, let's clear that out. Oh shit, did I put these here? No? Okay. Alright, pile 2. Precious little baby. Interesting vibes with this one. Let's see when I pick up the cards. Okay. Okay. For your ancestors, I just asked them to come through and see. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. Oop. Okay, so over here I pulled the Kipper cards that have to do with like people to see what ancestor might be coming through for you. Oh, you got like a whole group of people. It's this one. Privileged lady, which for me is like the Empress. It might be like a matriarch and mature man. Honestly, thief, official person. Honestly, it feels like a whole bunch of people coming through, and it's interesting because it's like they're kind of stacked up in a line. Think of like a wedding or something when you have the receiving line. It's like a receiving line, and I can only see so far, and then after each person it gets darker and darker and darker. So you definitely have a long ancestral line, and to the point where like I can't even see faces anymore, and it's more shadows. I wouldn't be surprised if you, no, I'm not gonna say like relate to like being a star seed or something, but your ancestors are interesting, where they've changed cultures a lot, skin tones a lot, viewpoints a lot, very like Neptunian energy, if that makes a lick of sense. So these would be some of the crystals that your, oh my god, that your ancestors might be interested in you receiving. Malachite. I want to take a pause for a second. Malachite changes your life, so honestly, if you can afford it, even a small piece, I highly recommend. If your ancestors want you to have malachite right now, there's a lot of, I look into it, and like the real shit, okay? It should come from like the Czech Republic and not be like sea glass. So make sure you do your due diligence in finding a good piece. I have a crystal dealer. If you want to drop it, comment down below, and I can probably get you her information. So wow. Okay, you have raw morganite and lithium quartz. I don't know the properties of this one, but this one rings a bell that this one's very psychic and in tuned as well too. I don't quite remember, but just remember that one. Interesting. You got 34, 46, and 33. Neat. Okay, we're gonna tuck those over there, and actually we're just gonna block these off as well. Let's go to these. Yeah, so very interesting gambit of ancestors. So I feel like this is going to be more of a life purpose or mission task, like your ancestral line is like gearing towards something, tunneling down to create a new. Very interesting. All right, safe home. I cast the circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt cards. Do you even know what home is? Like, have you never really resonated with the idea of home or knowing that you're safe? Because I feel like home is almost a farce of a word for you. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. Now, I'm not doing reversals in this deck, just clarification. So I feel like there might be an idea. I'm getting like childhood. Definitely not for all of you in this pile, maybe only like a third of people that watch, but it has to do down to when you were a child and your parents got divorced. I'm not picking up on any abuse, but some of you were abused, and I send you the biggest hug and the highest grace for what you went through. But it is this, not lack of foundation necessarily, but ever moving, like shifting foundation. They're showing me kind of like shifting sands, like I don't know, something shifting in sand. So it's not completely lost, like as if it were out to sea, but it's just ever moving. It's never staying still. If that's the environment that you were raised in, it's the idea that you have learned to thrive in that to some sense of the means. However, I still think that you should allow yourself a safe space, so that you can find like that love within yourself. Now I need to go back, because on the bottom was the Lovers. So I'm not certain that this person is actually in your life at this time, but I do feel like when you get to be with like your person, whatever that means to you, they're gonna help provide that stability to you, and understand that you're kind of a wacky weirdo who needs to like move like shifting sands all the time. But when it's time for you to settle and like usually like at home, they'll be with you. So if you're feeling some type of way about love or finding the right partner or your current partner, your ancestors are telling you like that is in your path, and I think you're going to find that. There's no timing here. Yeah. Wow, that was actually like really beautiful reassurance. Knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. I don't know if you know very much about your ancestral lineage. Maybe you want to log on to ancestry.com, or ooh, you might have a really cool family crest that you have no idea about, or no one in your family even has an idea about. I'm also picking up here 2 + 8 is 10, and for me 10 in this is like the ending of a cycle. So it's like you starting anew with your ancestors somehow is going to close out a cycle. I feel like close out a cycle of you feeling lonely. You could be in a room, a crowd full of people, even people that you love, and maybe you get the big sad sometimes. Whether you know that your ancestors are with you or not, and you know, they want to reach out, they want to give you that knowledge, they want to help you, and I feel like it'll help fill a void. Beauty, I have form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. With prosperity, as the tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Okay, these are beautiful cards, and know that you are beautiful and a very prosperous person. But there's something, before I even read the cards, my eyes went to the numbers, and it was a degradation from 4 to 3. Four of Swords. There's some healing that you have to do around this subject between beauty and prosperity. Maybe you think you can only make as much money as is beautiful that you are, and that would be a false belief. 5 of Swords. Too many people's opinions. I always take this card as the bird raven squawking in his ear, and it's like you could be so happy if you weren't listening to all of these bystanders. Their opinions don't matter, only your own. You are a very smart, intuitive, fun person. People want to be around you. You have Page of Wands, Page of Swords, the High Priestess. I feel like a lot of this stuff's in your head and you like won't let it go. And I say that with absolute love because I struggle with my own problems about success and feeling victorious in myself with my own limiting beliefs and values. So please understand that you are beautiful and prosperous, and they're separate but equal, right? Like there's only one of you, so please bask in the wonderfulness, the oneness that is you, because there's only one of you. Let's see what prosperity is coming your way. Nine of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, the Moon. Why the Moon? Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. To aid you in this healing, I think that there's going to be some strife coming your way. I got the 6 of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, the Emperor. I'm mainly picking up that there's a lot of masculine energy here. And for this pile and as a whole, I am picking up that you are most likely a feminine energy. So you feel some type of way about masculines. From my personal experience, like when a man speaks, I like perk up and listen more. I don't know why that is. Probably because I'm very grounded in my masculine energy and flighty in my feminine energy. But also put a lot of emphasis on beauty and what I look like in vanity. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but you're not alone. So here I'm just seeing overall that regardless of the masculines that are in your life and what stability they do or don't provide you, going back to self of what your ancestors want to say, because none of those really seemed like a warning, but they didn't really seem all that great either. Oh, you can't see all the cards yet. 9 of Wands. So I see you needing to establish a lot of boundaries. You may have felt rejection or actually like a lot of regret in the past over certain choices and actions that you've made. And probably out of the negative side of these cards that we just spoke of, right? Like maybe peer pressure or just like not being authentic with yourself. So let's like throw that in the trash and let's not do that anymore. Because the good things that you've done in your life that you're proud of, really the things that you're proud of are coming into fruition, and they are sprouting like right now as you watch this, right now as we speak. But establishing boundaries will prevent that further rejection and regret, I think. Music box. I'm seeing a music box. Brown box. Ballerina in the middle of it. You know where this box is. You had a chance to take it and you didn't. I don't know. Maybe it got taken to a donation or thrift store or something. It's like, if you resonate with that or not, like if you had a treasured item, like one of a kind, focus more on you being one of a kind, right? Stuff is stuff. It doesn't really matter. You being one of a kind means more to your path, your destiny, and your ancestors more than any stuff ever will, right? Because you're manifesting amazing things right now, but you could be flowing with this manifestation in the right direction a lot mo better if you would release like these false beliefs that you have. Like, go out and have fun, you know? Enjoy life. Don't be so in your head. Like, go out, have fun, find your wish fulfillment, drink, party, have a good time, but not with an excess. Know that you do have a lot of options available to you that you're passionate about, and that one day, you know, you will have that 10 of Cups. You are loved. You are worthy right now. Right fucking now. But one day you will have that person, that family, if you so choose. Whatever the 10 of Cups of stability means to you. And you'll help get there by listening to your intuition. See? Fast communication with your intuition and your ancestors. They want to communicate with you. They are already here to help you. I hear they are already helping you as we speak. Interesting message. A lot of self-love. It's very, very important. And not, as I said in another video, not like that commercialized, like, you're broken, so let's talk about self-love, self-love. I mean, like, actual real self-love, you know? This color to me as well, with the rock that, or tower that you chose, is like very soothing kind of color. Maybe you'd be more calm if you surrounded yourself with some type of color like that. Channeling. Focus. You're not really one to be all that flighty, are you? Or if you are flighty, it's the idea that, I don't know, you might be that friend that like cancels plans a lot, but you're stable in other areas of your life. I don't know why that popped into my head, because I have a friend like that. Bless her heart, I love her, but I know she's gonna cancel on me. Okay, you can continue. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. You can continue to accept the fuckery that is the 10 of Wands and choose to be burdened all you want. But there's so much abundance that is right here for you if you want it. That's completely up to you if you want to take it or not. I'm just being honest. Your spirit team have so much success and abundance that they want to give to you. And I'm seeing like a person here too, you know, Knight of Cups, Lovers. A lot of like fiery energies coming out. But where are you putting your attention right now? And you already know that there's areas of your life that you're not extremely happy with. So maybe you self-scrutinize or self-sabotage, or don't give yourself like that you're not pouring into your own cup and filling it up. So you need to focus on self-love and what brings you joy. You know, this person's sitting in meditation. Do you meditate? I don't know. Tennis just popped in my head for some reason, probably because my tennis racket's right there. But you know, do you like playing tennis? Yes. When's the last time you played tennis? Why don't you play tennis? You understand quite a bit about, you're very smart about metaphysical aspects, channeling, vortexes. You're probably like into astrology, like very into astrology, well above my level of astrology. For one of you, I'm seeing you're like a blonde chick that likes going surfing. I think you're probably located in Cali. I mean, San Diego or not, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, like, man, I should live here. Okay, well then, like, go live there. Sis. Nothing's stopping you, you know? Just, you're worth it. Alright, don't be misled. When fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wildebeests. And when love speaks, it's always right, and usually bouncy. Game on, the universe. Yeah, that's crazy. I just said someone should move to Cali because you love Cali so much. Wisconsin, Minnesota, whatever. It's like you're probably on the opposite coast or in the Midwest or something, and it's like, well, if you don't like it, then move. This was in the reverse. You needn't worry. I'm not thinking that your ancestors are telling you to worry. I think it's more like they want you on the right path, and you're kind of parallel to your right path right now. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. Aw, they're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies, the universe. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. Aw. Yeah, you gotta understand that you are a very loved person. Maybe you are aware of it. Like you are aware that you don't want it to fluff up your ego, but maybe you're not actually just accepting the message for what it is. So if you're the type of person who doesn't accept compliments, you're just like, oh, thanks. Like, no, you should probably learn how to accept compliments, be they genuine or not, right? in being a human. Like, we just gotta do the best we can, right? So, you can't predict what other people's reactions are gonna be. You can only, like, choose your own actions and reactions. So put your time and intention on your own actions and reactions. All there is to love has been there all along. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. Yeah, you have grown a lot. I think I've kind of roughed you up. I've roughed up every pile so far, and trust me, that's not my intention, really, but I just bringing the honesty and the truth and will not stand for anything less, even though I'm sitting right now. It's not my intention to rough you up, right? I'm going to be as honest with you as I possibly can. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what your ancestors want to tell you. And honestly, if you were tapped in, your ancestor would probably be a lot nicer about it. Anyway, your love messages. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. And this was in the reverse. So, yeah, just go with the flow and be ready to appreciate the moment, like right now. Literally right now. Be like, oh, this chick's being so mean to me. Like, not my intention to be mean, I promise. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. I think you're a very gifted person too. Like, you're very smart, whether it's, and smart in a, either like you're very articulate or street smart or book smart or multiple types of smart, but you're a very smart person. Do you feel a need to share that with people? Do you feel a need to start a YouTube channel or a blog or a journal about it? I don't know. But there's just a lot of wisdom that you have for a reason, and I think you really enjoy that, but, you know, be proud of that. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. I feel like you have a lot of people around you that won't show you their true selves. So that's a warning. I'm going to see if there's anything malicious that comes with that. So, like, you have a lot of masked people. Okay, I'm hearing the Savage deck. So let's see. Maybe your ancestors are trying to warn you of someone. Pile 2. Does pile 2 have anything to worry about? Okay, I know that you do. So who is this person? Hangman, Death, the Knight of Pentacles. This person's flighty. They're not willing to take a chance with you. They're in the Devil reverse energy. They have volatile energy. Volatile meaning they're kind of unpredictable. Honestly, I get the vibe that they're living in La La Land, so this person may have been hurt or caused hurt or done something that went against their moral compass. And you were either aware of this, or they did it to you, or, so for example, like cheating, like that could be against someone's moral compass. With the Knight of Pentacles here, it is more of like a friendly energy, but it's from the Death to the Knight of Pentacles, so for me that's like almost someone that wasn't really in your life or wasn't fulfilling certain contracts, friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't know, contracts within your life. And it's like they're kind of like renewed as the Knight of Pentacles, but bae, are we really taking Knight of Pentacles back into your life after that? Strength card. They have unfinished business with you, but this person's not stable. In fact, they're quite volatile and angry. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. This person's angry, stubborn, probably full of themselves. For some of you, this could be like an ex-lover with the cards that I'm seeing. Specifically, too, if you're like a male fire sign. There's a, like, really, you just have to take the lessons in the situation and kind of move on. I don't think this person has the worst of intentions, but, like, they bring nothing but, like, drama and making you feel like shit, right? It's kind of just, I just heard sloshing their cup all over the place. Like, wow, like, this person, they're messy. They're messy. All right, let's try again, because that's one type of energy, and I feel 2 or 3 more kind of trickling through. So let's see. Honesty is essential. Who is this masked person for my pile 2? Who is this masked person? The Empress in reverse. Ooh, the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse. Oh my god. Four of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles. My god. This person's a mess. So just because the Empress came out doesn't mean it's a female, but it could be an ex-wife, a baby mama, any of the Empress roles, your mother, your grandmother. This person kind of uses, abuses you. Now, since the Empress did come out, I will say, regardless of gender, this person kind of uses their female qualities to take advantage of, call it like a damsel in distress, kind of like, oh, woe is me, kind of like energy. Whether that's true or false, it's like this person would rather dip into their dark side more than anything else. So like, I'll put it like this. If someone was terminally ill and they loved the attention they got from being terminally ill, I know this is terrible, just stick with me. It's the idea that they're get better, like they manifest health and they're healthy, but they don't want to be healthy. They want the attention, right? That's fucked up. But that's like that's the gross feeling that I get from this. Someone who's like very self-serving, doesn't give honestly a shit about anybody else, and everything's in the reverse. So like they don't have their wishes fulfilled, they're not with their true partner, and or have any self-love, and their stability is just garbage. I mean, this is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This person might be broke. Actually, I kind of almost do get the feeling like this person was ill. Well, let me see what this person's intentions, like what are they trying to do? Okay, this is telling a whole ass story. I'll take it. Let's see what this person's trying to do. With the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this person just wants to take. Alright, so the Devil in reverse, Knight of Swords, the Emperor. This is like... Two of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands, Page of Swords in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. Gross! With the Six of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this could be a mom that's sneaky or gross or like not a feminine energy for you to look up to. I do feel like this is probably a married pair between the Emperor and the Empress, and these two just like didn't work out together. I'm like picking up really heavy karma that wasn't sorted, and it sounds like the male, although he was probably like a piece of shit in this lifetime, whatever that means, to her and just in general, like very arrogant, maybe cheated, did whatever he wanted with his money, insert thing here, gambling, whatever, because the Devil's in reverse. But it's the idea that like she hasn't picked herself up and like dusted herself off and moved on about it. She's just like a pig rolling in shit. It's gross. Honestly, if this was their game, I kind of see you off in the sidelines. Of course, there's like option for you to be roped into this bullshit and this burden, but I feel like with the Tower in reverse, you can completely step to the side away from this if you want. So this is more of a warning and a prediction. If that resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, just avoid it. Don't play into it. Don't let this chick come after you or your money, or because she's not going to be equal or reciprocate with you. So if there's any broken promises or things that she's trying to rope you back in with, no. Let me just make sure there's not anything else that wants to come out real quick. That's what I figured. There usually is. Okay, let's take a look. The Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, Death. Oh my fucking god, like I shuffled. The Seven of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Empress again. Okay, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse, the Sun. I don't really want to see the whole story. I just want to get like one little tidbit of information. Oh, is that what it's trying to say? You're not going to turn into your mother, sweetheart. No, no. Because you're too smart for that. You're too smart for that. You're coming out as a Queen of Swords. Gender doesn't matter, but you're too smart for that. You're not an angry, volatile person like your mother, okay? Like, you're good. And I know that this burdens you and makes you feel some type of way, and you probably have problem opening up to people and having relationships. In fact, you're probably even married right now. But look, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's okay. You just gotta heal from heartbreak, even if it's the type that's from family wounding and things like that. And celebration will come into your life again, okay? Any of these self-limiting beliefs, you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. And it's gonna take time and patience, which I know that you don't like. No one likes the P word, really, but put in that work, and that's how you'll heal and you'll learn. And from there, you know, can open up. And Judgment Day is coming for you in the best way, okay? I hope that brought you peace. And your ancestors are here with you for that, because they're the ones that channeled that message for you. So I see this death and rebirth is actually a really good thing. I see you shedding those limiting beliefs that don't serve you. And I just got really dizzy, so I know that that's really true. So I ain't over here getting dizzy for no little ass reason, okay? So use this power that you have, use this power and this focus, and know that you're good. You're good because you got you, right? Now, we're not done, so don't go anywhere. For those that may have gotten a little emotional for that, I don't think it's many of you, and I don't think you're gonna get emotional right now, but if you do get emotional, just give yourself the space to really let it out. I learned this from Tyra Banks back when I was like 13 watching America's Next Top Model. Like, if you're gonna have a good cry, go and have like a good cry. Like, go in the bathroom and really let that shit out for like 5 minutes, and don't play that whole like like trying to hold it off. Like, you want to go and have a good cry, just go have a good cry. It is what it is. All right, one more. Slippery. I'm obsessed with this deck. It's so pretty. It's Heavenly Bodies Astrology by Lily Ashwell, and it kind of matches your tower you chose. Cute. All right, let's see what else from your ancestors. How about the lighter side of things, please? Thank you. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, creativity. Solar plexus issues, maybe? All right, we got Virgo, integrity, reverence, and service. Saturn, feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Yeah, I know that you're a hard worker. Do you know you're a hard worker? Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. These two, oh, 3. Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. Yang, ooh, proactivity. What? Proactivity, yeah. Expression, doing, and forward motion. Cancer, nurture, comfort, and protection. Okay. Wow. Okay, so for these two, for Saturn and Virgo, I hope this doesn't have too much flashback. Sorry. Stop apologizing. Gross. These things aren't your fault. Just live your life, boo-boo. It's all good. Stop apologizing. Feel restricted, experience a struggle. Yeah, so I just want to give you a hug. You're not a touchy-feely person, so you wouldn't like it anyway. All right, I'm actually going to pause on these because I feel like we can tidy this up. I'm going to go in first and do your archetype card. Well, that's just too easy. No, it's the same one as last time. I can't do that. In case it does matter, it's about the stone, which is in pile 1 if you want to take a look at it in the book. I pull out the book and you can see what it's about. But it's just about being stable, and I can already tell that you're, you know, a pretty stable person, but your stability is just different than pile 1 stability. You can go ahead and watch it if you want to, but that's not what I'm trying to get to here. I think I've said something in this reading that has left you feeling very unraveled. I highly recommend you take some time for yourself to drink some water, get centered. Getting centered, you know, the age-old technique. What's something you can see, smell, taste, touch, etc. I mean, I do feel bad if I ruffled feathers that badly, but at the same time, like, I'm just trying to tell the truth, so. Wow, the Nectar. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Okay, let's see what the nectar has to offer you. Oops. All right, I'm gonna stand up so I can read this with you. The nectar, the medicine, the elixir, the garden. These are some additional resources you can take a look at. The nectar, the mystic. Yeah, this has to do with healing. I get that. Ooh, I like that. Sense the nectar within you dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. You're a very gifted person, pile 2. And you know it. Or you should. I think your friends and trusted ones, family members, see it clear as day, but I don't know if you do. Fragrant flower. That's you. That's who you are. Alright, I'm just gonna leave these out. Yeah, that's who you are. I don't know if you believe that or not, but it's the truth. I just got that corny saying that you see all over social media and stuff. Like if you love a flower, leave it be and water it every day versus plucking it and it dies, right? You gotta learn how to water yourself. It's corny, but it's accurate. Okay, so now that I know that you're a fragrant flower who needs to be watered. Okay, you have a certain structure to your life and it's not exactly making you happy. It's a very broad sentence, and for that I'm sorry. Oh, no, sorry, shit, stop apologizing. If you feel restricted, you need to kind of shake things up. You know, the definition of insanity being doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Yeah, ring a bell? You gotta do something about that. It's actually funny to me that Capricorn is like your shake it up advice because it's Capricorn. If you have any Capricorns in your life or you're a Capricorn, you get it. But ambition, realism, and methodical steps, it's almost like if you've been living your life by other people's ideals or what you think is structured or the correct checklist or the right way, this is the way kind of thing, Capricorn, like go into yourself and think and see what would bring you your structure, your success, your idea of what that is. And I'm sure that you have or can conjure up like the resources required to get her done, honestly. I think if you dip into like the lighter, fluffier version of yourself, and your feelings, if you will. I don't feel like I have a ton of water signs in this pile, or water's not super prevalent in your chart, but you still need to find that nurturing aspect of yourself for yourself and know when to give it to others and when to give it to yourself. Now, I'm really happy the yang came out. This is like male energy, masculine energy, which does feel imbalanced to me. I feel like you could dip into it more. Not the arrogant side of it, but the idea of like being the emperor and the upright. Like, do you have a business venture that you want to pour into? Do you need to take care of your finances? Do you need to take charge of something and use logic and perseverance and like masculine energy? And here for Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. There's like a huge path, you know, after everything that we've talked about, but there's like a huge path that you want to explore. And with the Capricorn and the Yang, I feel like it might be a business venture. Just in case it is, let's take a look really quick. I know I'm getting long-winded in this pile. Thank you for sticking with me. Oh, wow. If it is a business venture, I see it going well. Maybe not right off the bat, I just heard. It might be something on the internet as well. If you feel like having an online business. Aw, same cards came out. Cute. You gotta work on all the shit that we already talked about for like the last however many minutes. But know that like... Sorry, I'm trying to talk as they're coming through at the same time. It's not effective. Efficient. Efficient. Why efficient? Efficient. You've just lost your mojo. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's all. You know exactly. You've been this. You've been like emotionally, fulfilled and you've been like on your shit, like getting that bread and using your masculine energy for these creative explorations. You've been on this path. You're just off your path a little bit. Oh my god, sweetheart, you're doing so good. Sweetie, you're doing amazing. No, seriously, like you're just off your mojo right now. Oh my goodness, give yourself some grace. You're fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. It's okay that you've fallen off your path a little bit. Nothing in life is... I mean, I'm a morbid Scorpio, so it's like we're just racing towards death, but you know, don't use that tenacity to go out and explore. Yes, oh my god. Yes, oh, ultimate happiness right there. Just go out and explore. You know, don't hate yourself for like what it took to get you here. If you were off your path for a little bit, there's a reason why you had to go off it. Now you're getting back on it. Get back on the horse and enjoy the ride. That's good. It's good. It's very light feeling. It's good. Okay. Thank you for being here, for holding this space, and move on to pile 3. Sip of coffee time. Wow, this is taking longer than I thought, but hey, if you're here with me, thanks for being here. All right, pile 3. It's a pretty little heart. I forgot what the stone is, but to me it looks like it's covered in chocolate sauce. Delicious. All right, pile 3. Very interesting energy. So first of all, there was the idea here that, you know, aesthetically pleasing wise, I wanted to do all the towers and then the heart, but the heart didn't want to be last. It was like, no. So it was almost, honestly, to me, it was kind of like a Napoleon complex. Just keeping it real, but yeah, that didn't want to be last. So here we are, pile 3. These are offerings from your ancestors about what stone may help you in this moment. So you have bronzite, and I'm going to look at number 13, so 1 plus 3 is 4, so I feel like there might be some healing that comes along with this. Beautiful color, and there's like a star in there, see? Maybe you're a shining star. Oh. Okay, I'll stop being corny. I feel like going to the love message first, which I haven't done for anyone else. It's in the reverse. So it says, spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. Okay, I get it. We're kind of setting the theme for what we're about to talk about with your ancestors here. Okay. I feel like this is where some of the problems are. And when I say problems, I say what we're trying to fix. So let's take a look. These are messages from your ancestors. So it's love in spite of it all. Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leap, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare to love in spite of it all. Is that you, Murgatroyd? Cool. P.S. I remember the glint in your eyes, all 3 of them. That's a lot to unpack in one card, which takes me back to the star and the bronzite card, which is funny. Anyway, this is unpacking a whole story for me, so I'm going to take my time getting through that, but I will say that there is a lot about your inner child here. Feels like you've been ignoring your inner child. Get back in touch with your inner child, however old you are. Look back to 5, 10, 15-year-old you and be like, would they be proud of me? What would I say to them? What would they say to me? You know, imagine yourself by a fireplace and have a little conversation with child you and see, just like a little check-in with yourself. I don't feel like your inner child's dead, but I do feel like you're starving the shit out of them right now. I mean, being an adult's kind of horseshit anyway. I didn't sign up for this, but you know. The joke about the third eye, we'll see a little check-in on how you're doing with your spirituality. You are destined for greatness on the wings of love. To clarify, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix, or mend, not to soothe, cure, or ease, Not even to refresh, rejuvenate, or restore, hardly. The primary roles of love are yahoo, yeehaw, and woohoo. I feel a lot of vibes here that you, viewer, are... This isn't for everyone. So in this group, I'm getting that you're either really young, or I don't use the O word, you're experienced. I feel like you've been through some relationships, and I feel like you're actually in a relationship right now. You might be in your 30s to 40s, or 37 keeps popping in my head, but none of these are number 37. As I say that, adjusting in my chair. Yeah, I feel like you could be in a relationship and it may not be going super well, or you're kind of putting your love in all the wrong places. If that's true, I highly recommend the 5 love languages. If that's something that you're not familiar with, the TLDR summary of it is that there's 5 ways to love, and basically whatever one you like the most is usually how you give love. So if acts of service is your love language, and you may always go to your partner and be like, I did the dishes, or I went to the post office for you, and they're like, cool, I don't fucking care, can you sit on this couch next to me right now and have some quality time? And you're like, no, gotta go chill with Bob or whatever, your best friend. Maybe their love language is quality time, and maybe yours is acts of service. You can take the quizzes, blah blah blah, like. But I see an imbalance in love here of like giving and receiving. It's not that there's 0 effort or it's completely like cut off, or at least not that I see right now, but it's not balanced. It's not balanced. And before I get to this one, actually I pulled all of the face cards from the Kipper deck. So let's see if we can pick out what ancestor is trying to come through to you. So we have wealthy man, mature man in reverse. I have like some sort of, like, not matriarch, but like, pull some tarot on this because I feel like this one's telling a story super quick. You come from, I don't know why that just popped in my head. Ah! Okay, if not one or both of these people are dead, but it's telling me a story, so I just want to share the story super quick. It's talking about more of like kind of like immigrant family coming over when someone was 30, 40, 25, whatever, and then growing old wherever you are in the world right now. So this person traveling with doom and gloom and the idea that they're going for better things, like the idea of like the American dream. Doesn't have to be in America, but just the American dream. To bring a lot of unity and balance, but the idea too that popped in my head with this travel, some people, your ancestry lineage might actually be in like Ireland, and I know that it's a derogatory term, but I don't know what else to call it. Your family may be gypsies and have moved around a lot. So that may be some of your ancestors that are coming through, giving you some limiting beliefs of love, stability, foundations, and structure, moving, something like that. That's probably for not many people at all. That's super specific, but that's what I saw. Yeah, your ancestors want to communicate. There's a lot of stuff about relationships here. Soulmates, not letting go, fast communication, that's from your ancestors, and also about heartbreak. Heartbreak, secrets, oof, Judgment Day, and the wheel. So you are going to find out the truth that you are seeking. I would say that it's up to you to decide if you want to tap into your ancestors or not, like what they have to say, because here in the 3D, you'll find out, regardless, how this relationship, like karma or imbalance, is going to be balanced out, either by you being like the 5 W's. You don't know what happened or why it happened or what happened, period, dot. Like you just have this feeling in your gut or something about a lover or a partner. And if you're single and this doesn't resonate, that you have never been in a relationship, or you don't have a relationship that you're like, it really wasn't that bad, this could be ancestral karma that you have to clean up. And you'll know if it's for you, and you'll know if it's not for you, and then you should watch a different pile. It is what it is. Okay. So everyone is doing their best in the reverse. Neat. There are really only two types of people. Those you now love and those you will love, until there's only one type of person, and then we'll probably hit replay. The game of life. Didn't I say the game of life earlier? This is a really hopeful card. Everyone is doing their best. There is someone in the sidelines waiting for you. Now, if that's, yes, if that person is romantic or a friend or a business partner, I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. That's not the point. No, that's... Let's do the Savage deck. And like literally I say that with love, but I'm just saying, like, I was trying to come through. For a lot of you too, if you are in a relationship and this still does resonate, know that the ancestor message could still apply to you, and probably does still apply to you. So it's either you're single dealing with ancestral karma, or you're in a relationship or relationships, I just heard, and you're dealing with ancestral karma. It's like one or the other, or it's both. Yep. Something really heavy about this Queen of Cups, or sorry, King of Cups. Indecision. So it's like you're always successful when you speak your mind on your emotions, but for some reason you're like guarded and you don't want to do it. Can you see? Kind of. All right, so we have the Three of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups. Clarifying the King of Cups was the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. So that's showing me like when you decide to express your emotions, either from the feminine or the masculine side, you're successful in relaying what you're trying to say. So I think when you communicate, you're a good communicator, but what stops you from communicating? Like, what are you scared of? Why the Three of Swords? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, like, whether you used to be a master manipulator and take and take and take from people, because we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Also, if you feel some type of way about money, because there are a lot of Pentacles in reverse here. So if you feel like you have to, like, hoard money in order to stay stable, or you have a odd view of money, a negative view of money, that's going to block manifestations in the future. I'm going to table that and push it to the side, because you can do your own research on karma around money and things like that. But this is, I'm going to mainly hit on the relationship karma. So it's corny, but I'm going to say this: every day is a new day and a gift that you can express gratitude that you are awake, alive, happy, and abundant, right? But every day that you decide to wake up and not speak your mind or your truth to, it sounds like your loved one that you might even just wake up next to every morning because you share the same bed, it's like you're stealing from yourself. Seven of Swords in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you're just stealing your own abundance. I don't know why you're so scared to open up to the person that you literally share your life with. Okay, I'm gonna be nosy and dig. Why are you so scared? Did you do something bad? Did you cheat? I feel like it's not that heinous. Two of Swords in reverse. You won't open up to your person, which is strange. Sounds like you're married, so sorry, that's judgmental. This pile has been taking a long time. I'm getting a little cranky. I'm kind of hungry, but table that. I apologize if I offended you in that way. Okay. Why the Eight of Pentacles? So you have the Strength card in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and Nine of Swords in reverse. Oh. The Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse, and Temperance in reverse. The Three of Cups. Not for many of you. I feel like maybe you put someone in a third-party relationship, or you were stingy, or you cheated or something. You just need to come clean about it. or you have decisions based around that idea. If you're going to break up your marriage or relationship to go pursue someone else, you just got to choose what makes you happy. Now, for the rest of this message, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups both came out a bunch, so that would mean that you're a married couple. And you don't know what direction to move forward in, but you don't really have the patience or healing to move in a direction anyway. So just understand that, you know, you need to open up this heart space. So like this chick is fine. She's fine. She just needs to take off the blindfold and lower her swords. She's closing off her heart space specifically. So there's a lot of healing that needs to happen in your heart space. Before I clarify more, I'm going to go on with the other cards. So let's go with these ones. So here you have good cheer in reverse. So with kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule. So mote it be. Maybe you just need to get out there and like go out to dinner with your partner or by yourself and just have a good time. I understand all the restrictions in the world right now. Nothing's gonna stop you from going to the grocery store and picking up a steak and cooking it, you know? That's just an idea. Success that's true. Success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. That is definitely not a coincidence. You are really up in your head about something. What the fuck? Okay, we're not getting into all that juicy mess, okay? Don't mind teenage boys playing video games in the background. Okay. A lot of sixes. Great. Okay. Now, for however many people watch this, it may or may not make sense. I'm going to be vague and you piece it where it fits, okay? You're really in your head about something and you have emotions that you're not sharing or you don't feel like you're worth sharing. You either have or haven't done heinous things in the past to hurt your soulmate who is your current partner, to hurt your soulmate who is not your current partner, to have the one that got away syndrome with your soulmate, okay? This is someone who's like present on your thoughts and on your mind, and it's just like they are an ever running like loop in the background. Whether you talk to this person or not, you remember all your memories together and you need to heal that. So your ancestors are coming through. Basically, your ancestors are holding up a mirror to you to be like, look at fuckface. It's your life. So if you want to change, change. If you don't want to change, this is what you get, okay? Like you're depriving yourself of options and of passion. And just in your head and cutting off your own celebration. Cut off your nose to spite your face. Yeah, the moon card keeps coming out. It shows me that you have a lot of secrets, and I'm not going to dig further because that's your own free will about what you want to do with it. I will say back to these cards. So good cheer in reverse with success. It's like, let's talk about work for a second. You could be a really hard worker with what you do. I do get the vibes that you're a little bit older potentially, and if you don't own your own business, then you've been in this business for a long time and you've climbed the ranks. It might be like mom and pop shop owned, but I see kind of like something similar to like a skyscraper with a bunch of glass windows, like a lot of glass windows. And that's where your office is. Good for you. Like success with honor and integrity. The theme in your life right now is that regardless of, let me have a sip of coffee because I'm about to spill some hot tea, okay? Okay. It's like you feel like you are missing out on your own integrity or your honor, or like, I'll just put it like this, like your moral compass. You don't feel in alignment with it right now. I almost feel like it's a false belief or it's something you did so long ago. You just gotta shake it up. I'm seeing so many different paths and angles for this. You just gotta let it go or do something about it. First of all, step one, do something about it or move on. Step two, yeah, slow down. Pause and allow things to unfold. So you gotta figure out if you want to do action or do no action. And then you gotta figure out what course of action do you want to take. If you feel like you have a soulmate that's the one that got away and you want to reach out or you don't want to reach out, maybe that messes with your moral compass based on if you're in a relationship or you're not, or they're in a relationship or you're not. I'll go ahead and say this. If you are not in a relationship and the person that you're pining after is, you can only judge your own actions. You can't ever judge someone else's reaction, right? So if you want to live in your truest, most authentic self, then you got to just send it in a loving, graceful-ish manner, you know? Be authentic to yourself about what you want to do. And like a text, a phone call, even a written letter, that shit ain't gonna kill nobody, okay? Now, who cares if that person on the other receiving end's like weirded out or unexpected, or like, that's up to them on how they want to return the gesture, right? But I'm even like tripping over my words so much. Like, I feel like you just have a lot that you need to get out. If this person's like dead, I just kind of got, if this person's dead and you're content with your life currently, but they're still lingering on your mind, then know that you can write letters to this person, dead or alive, to talk to them and be like, hey bro or broette, love you, miss you, remember the time we, remember the place we, remember this, that, memory in the third, ha ha ha, what good times, ha ha, I miss you. And then you can just like tuck it away, you can mail it to them, you can burn it, and I mean literally pen to paper, write this personal letter. I feel like a lot of people are going to pick this pile because I'm getting so many different messages, but the stream of consciousness remains true. You're not content with your actions, so you need to change your actions, okay? Soul song, variance, and sensitivity. You know that you're not playing to your soul's path, right? So I almost feel like you could be healthy and you could be content. You could have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs down pat, right? But you're not happy. Your soul's not singing, your soul's not content. I feel like you've done a lot of earthly work here and on earth in your physical life. You still don't have that resonating like happiness inside of you. I think you know exactly what it is, and I think you just need to give yourself some grace to get there. With variance and sensitivity, your mood may fluctuate a little bit, and I think you need to find better coping mechanisms. Taking that out on your family and the people that you love. Like, this kind of gives me Beauty and the Beast vibes, as corny as that may be. Like, take care of yourself. Again, back to that plant mantra. Like, you're a plant, you need to be watered, not plucked. The people around you are also plants. You're like a big-ass garden of ancestral, like, people, your family, your tribe. Don't pluck them, water them, okay? Thorns are on roses too, and they're fucking beautiful and needed. Doesn't mean you need to be like that. What the fuck? Interference. My music just stopped. That's weird. That means something. Okay. I feel like I beat up on you enough. I'm sorry. All of these piles have been rough. I don't mean for them to be, but apparently your ancestors are dropping some hot tea for this video, which is getting very long. So the Hangman, the Emperor, the Four of Wands with Death, and the Devil. Okay. Oh my god, yeah, like, go out and get dirty. Like, you gotta dance, you gotta move, you gotta, and if that's not your jam, that's fine, but whatever your jam is, you keep thinking that it's like not, like, there's no time for this, it's not worth it, it's not something that you used to do when you were like young. You just need to gain a new perspective and hop out of business mode and go jump into Funky Town, and like, not literal Funky Town, and like, get jiggy with it, man. I'm getting good energy out of this Devil energy, and Death and Rebirth and the Four of Wands, just like, there's absolute celebration bursting within you. I feel like if you work on some of these connections, like, okay, so I see you in this instance. I see you, a middle-aged man, tired, coming home from work, spending time with your family. I'm just gonna pack up the cards while I'm talking. I see you reaching out to a friend that you haven't seen in like a long time. Let's call him Bob. You say, hey Bob, how are you doing? Hey, happy belated birthday. Sorry I've been MA for a while. I hope you're doing well. Bob's like fucking over the moon that you are reaching out to him right now. And Bob's like, hey man, I go do bowling league on Thursdays. Do you want to stop on by? And you're like, sure, Bob. Yeah. Go to the fucking bowling league, okay? Whether you bowl, or you sit and have a pint, or you eat some fucking mozzarella stick, just go, okay? The more people that you interact with and either make apologies to or just reconnect with, it's creating like little pebbles and little ripples in a giant pond called the universe, and they're needed right now. They're needed for you, and they're needed for other people's divine timing too. So I want you to choose it from a place of self-love, but if you can't, choose it from a non-selfish place that you're blocking other people's manifestations that you don't, okay? Cool. Alright, so your archetype card from your ancestors. No, this isn't your card, but the eternal child. Yeah, you gotta, and the castle. Play, go be your inner child. Don't be so stuffy and uptight, and, you know, I'm reminded of the fact that the heart didn't want to be last. You know, like, go out and have fun. Don't be stuffy. Laugh, joy. Drive with your windows down and the AC on full blast. Who gives a shit? Fuck the environment. Yeah. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? Okay then, the castle. Sneaky. There you go. Yeah, the pearls. I mean, I don't use the O word, but pearls to me are very classic, very old-fashioned in a way, but timeless. You're you are a pool of wisdom, and you've been giving to that pool for a long time. It's like a cyclical, like, pouring of back into yourself. I don't really know exactly how to explain it. Let's see if this book does a better job of it than I do. Here we go. I'll stand up. The castle. The palace, the penthouse, the fortress. It's over here. Ooh. Notice how castles are designed to keep things out. They defend, they separate. It is likely there is connection and community beyond its walls that will revitalize you. It's okay to have your castle, but just remember that you also have to get out and go and see the rest of the world. Because you built this castle, you know? It's all yours. These are references where if you want to look at some other stuff. I'm going to read all of this. I haven't read any of them yet, but it's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within castle walls. Like most archetypes, the castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ornate wonders, and lavish adornments, yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions or position that home. Sorry, I was showing a house. If you want to move, move. Your kids are grown. Get out of the house. Go adventure. Who cares? Get an RV. Get a dog. Go for it. You think your wife won't be into it because she's frou-frou, but I'm pretty sure she would be, so. Anyway, at times we must settle down, yet the castle lulls us with its spell of materialism, and we fall asleep to our deepest dreams. The castle can be motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel toward, but it is best not to linger within the walls of decadent deception for too long. Yeah, it's a fine line between just allowing yourself to be and allowing yourself to dream. A lot about dreams too. If you haven't really experienced dreams before and they're starting to come to you, it's your ancestral line trying to dip in, so don't be afraid. I do recommend writing down your dreams if that helps bring you some clarity. There was a lot to unpack in this pile. I appreciate you for stopping by. I hope you come back and I didn't beat you up too hard. Thank you for being here. Alright. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, which is fine, but my teeth, or lack of teeth, are actually starting to hurt, so let's wrap up this one. Ooh, ouchies. Okay. Pile 4. Hello, look at this beauty. Now, pile 4. If I could, I would reach out to each and every one of you who picked this pile, and I want to give you a big, big hug, okay? I didn't even look at the cards yet, but I just want to give you a big, huge hug. So let's dip in and see what your ancestors have to say. Your cards came out a bit differently than the other piles, which I thought was interesting. Like, you got more of these, but like less of these cards. So that's neat. I pulled the Kipper cards over here to see faces or people, to see if your ancestor wants to be known. No, I don't really want a Whopper commercial right now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, that was a Burger King commercial that was just on, and I saw kind of the idea, like, this might be a grandparent or something, because I kind of saw like the ribbon cutting of McDonald's, and I don't know when McDonald's came to be, but it sounds like your ancestor was around when McDonald's was like a big to-do, if you will. I also kind of think that this person passed recently. I have mature man. Could be a grandfather, grandmother duo, potentially. Ancestors usually come through a lot more clearly, but not in the pick-a-cards. I don't know, that's what I got, so take it or leave it. I'm actually gonna put these back. So your angel messages, what? These are whispers of love, angels, okay. For some of you, whatever ancestor wants to come through has decided to be your spirit guide, or guardian angel. That's a choice. I mean, your spirit team can be people that are currently still alive and on the planet. They can also be loved ones that pass over and decide they want to chill with you for the rest of your lifetime, so that's pretty dope. Your love messages didn't want to come out when I was pre-shuffling, so I'm going to see if a couple of them want to come out now. I feel like we're going to pull a lot for you. So true love, this love is once in a lifetime. I feel like you got jaded when I said that. Like, that's not for you. Or it's bullshit. Please stay. I swear I have something in here for you. The union of hearts, a love connection defies explanation. Something about nature. Something here about nature and something here about gender roles. Because she's all flowers and he's all like twigs and green grass and shit. I just got a little lightheaded. This is going to be a heavy pile, but that's okay because I'm here. I'm here with you. We're in this space together and you're not alone. Simple acts of kindness in reverse. Love is all around you in reverse. Act as if, oh God. All right, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat, okay? Pile 4. You are loved, okay? Stay with me. You got all these in reverse, which I'm just going to unblock all this energy and put them in the upright for you, okay? Love endures. Endures. Act as if your partner is here. Love is all around you. Simple acts of kindness. I immediately get the gist that you give and give and give and give and seem to never receive, okay? That is a lie. You have to remember that there are plenty of people in your life that love you, and even though you say, no, there's not, yes, 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 there is, okay? We don't make decisions out of lack. We make decisions out of love. Or you should be. Anyway. It's gonna be hard for me to not tell this pile what to do, so if at any point I do, I'm sorry. It's like I have recently come out of this energy myself, and so it leaves me feeling some type of way. Anyway, so a lot of thoughts and feelings on love in this pile. So let's see what your ancestors have to say to you. Let's go to these first, since there's so many of them. Those you love, love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Tally ho, the universe. Definitely some grandparents here watching over pile 4. Those you love you. It sounds like you didn't really have a very structured family life growing up. I'm hearing foster care. Sending you love for that. I don't know if your parents are actually in your life or not. I feel absence of masculine and feminine energies. Even those family members that were around you in your life potentially couldn't have been, like, they weren't very stable, like, in their actions, or they weren't stable as in they weren't around a lot. You know, it could be possible that you're maybe like a military brat and moved around a lot, but I'm getting more of the sense that there's just not a whole lot of stability. In fact, there was like probably a bunch of people that came in to provide stability, and it's just like this like hot potato kind of energy where, like, with all the intent in the world, they want to, like, yes, and then they just drop you, and not much to do about that. It's kind of gross. Sometimes the good is hidden. Are you kind of a jaded person? Do you think optimism's stupid? Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. You're a very resourceful person, but you're very jaded and pessimistic about your resources. And you can't necessarily put your own thoughts and beliefs on others. Now, you do have some self-limiting beliefs for sure, but, you know, let's have a little chat about expectations, right? So you can control your actions and your reactions, obviously, but, and I know that you spent a lot of time thinking about your actions and reactions, but you have to give yourself grace and remember that that's it, just control your actions. If you can't control other people's reactions, or that they never do as much as you do, then stop doing it for them, right? Reciprocity and boundaries is something that you need to look into in specifically romantic relationships, but honestly, probably all relationships. Like, this is, I'm not gonna lie to you or fluff it up, this is like a hopeless energy, okay? So let's unblock it and fix it together, because yeehaw, okay? For what are we? Life is what we're supposed to enjoy as we race towards our deaths, okay? So yes, we all have shit we have to do in life, but for the love of God, like, enjoy it. When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Special orders don't upset us, the universe. Because you gotta have it your way. Oh my God, have it your way, and that fucking Burger King commercial was on? Crazy. You will be surprised. Hey, cards say it, cards don't lie, okay? Ask with love, and their answer may surprise you. Yet, whatever their answer, be happy, and this may surprise them. Hi, it's love, and I love the universe. Jesus, this is wild. What the fuck? I'm watching ambience for dogs right now. Okay, there's a weird energy with you, pile 4, where you're just like keep changing the channel, or if something doesn't suit you or makes you uncomfortable, you're just gonna keep switching it up. That's fine if you want to keep doing that and keep repeating these cycles. It's not gonna be a repetitious cycle though. Eventually it's gonna be a spiral, and you're gonna spiral down deeper into the big sad, okay? You need to know that, so there you go. You can't put your expectations on other people, and you have to offer up your best self in order to get other people's best selves back, you know? I want to provide more comforting love to you, but honestly, I feel like if I don't serve it to you this way, you're just gonna like pass it off as background noise and like not listen. So love is the reason. This was in the reverse. Each person in your life is there for a reason, and that reason always has something to do with love. Like me, the universe. Pile 4. Like, your energy's pretty gross, I'm not gonna lie, and we're gonna get into what you can do about it. A lot of self-limiting beliefs here. You know, I understand the not having stability in your life from a young age, but like for every year that it would take you to do something new, like if you don't like your career, and you would go to school for 2 years, 4 years. In 2 or 4 years time, it's still going to be 2 years later, 4 years later, etc. So if you want to better yourself, but you're being jaded because things take time, okay, cry me a river. Everything that's worth it takes time and effort. A lot of self-limiting beliefs here, and you're smart, and I see that you could be very passionate and you could be very creative, but you just kind of cut off your nose to spite your face. Why? These are some potential stones that Spirit may want you to try. So you got moonstone, celestite in a heart shape with a person's face in it. Interesting. This one has a person's face in it too. And carnelian. So you got 5, 6, 10. Neat. Well, 37, 15, 14. You can do the math. Faces. Why are there faces in these cards? Oh my god, no, don't tell me that. No. Pile 4. I need to take a drink. Fuck. Okay. Let's have a little chat. It's really not that serious. It's just something that I'm personally don't want to talk about. Pile 4. Both of these images of this moonstone and the celestite have figures in them, and this one looks masculine and this one looks feminine, and it looks like they both kind of have their eyes closed or the man's eyes are barely open, okay? Now, whether you subscribe to this idea or not, we're just gonna call it twin flames, okay? You can call it whatever you want to, all right? And the idea of twin flames, okay? The reason why you might be so jaded is because you have this person in your life or that you've met who you're connected in the 5D, and I don't think that you are together in the 3D, or you see this person as doing fine without you, or they're the one that got away, or you just have like a very jaded energy towards this twin flame person, whoever this is, okay? And if you don't know much about twin flames, you can Google it. I'm not trying to I'm not an expert on the situation, but I have done some of my own research. So I want to jump into the cards and then we might touch back on that conversation, okay? Trust, I am safe, I am secure. In love, I trust, my faith endures. A lot of enduring energy here. And harvest, ooh. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Okay. You need to be in this receiving energy. So that's why I keep calling your ass out. Sorry for being so gross over here about like ideas of love and being passed off. Because I understand now that it's not just pushing off love. You've been through trauma in your life that has to do with your stability. You don't really know what true love looks or feels like, but you do know what twin flame connection feels like, or some very deep soulmate. You're very intuitive as blue stone. You might use your crown chakra and your third eye a lot. Be aware of how open your crown chakra may get from time to time. When you have that antenna on all the time is probably why a bunch of weirdos come up to you all the time, like in life, and want to chat with you and all that kind of stuff is because you have your antenna on. So you can learn how to turn that off temporarily, or veil, or other things of that nature would be why that happens to you so often. Or your crown chakra is begging to be reopened because your twin is coming into your life, or that's what it seems like with harvest. You can look up the whole runner-chaser situation when it comes to twin flames, but I will tell you that for you to go through this much suffering, either a long time ago you were the runner and then the chaser gave up on you, or you gave up on running, or you've been the chaser all along and you're exhausted. And this person seems like they've been living a good life, but the thing is that if you feel like this person has it all and they get to like reap all the benefits of like a pleasureful life here on earth, it's because they weren't woke and they were doing things out of peer pressure or lower value vibrations, or just doing things that felt good or were fun or whatever. If you were really woke and the runner in this situation, then that just serves itself to one of you has to do the work, right? So there's probably some karmic balance in there. And it seems like maybe if you have had other loves in your life, that most of them were karmic. So I can understand now actually why there's like a heavy, jaded, pessimistic energy here, because you've been handed a shit sandwich most of your life when it comes to love. Actually pretty consistently when it comes to love. So I do send you love and a big heart. I didn't want to continue with this message because I was like, well, I see it at face value right here that this person doesn't care for love, doesn't want to give into the love, so why am I going to waste my time and just talk about nothing? But I see it now. It's, you've actually been through a lot, and I think you're going to get to reap those rewards here soon. I'm going to pull some cards to see what that looks like for you, because it's pretty heavy. So you have divine animals in the reverse. You have either have like a small an inkling as to what your spirit animal is if you subscribe to that idea. If you have a passed over pet, it was their time to go serve a different purpose. It sounds like their death was excruciating to you, or they were taken from you in some manner. Know that they look out for you and they love you. They're not too far. And if you have any mementos of them, you know, you can think about memories with them, and they're right there with you, okay? So I feel like that's the most stable love that you felt in your life, was that with a pet. Insight, again to number 4, talking about healing. Ask your soul and visualize. Okay, you need to understand that in this soul connection that we're talking about, this union, you need to visualize happy outcomes. Happy place, go to your happy place. Stay with me. It's the idea that you have an idea of what you want, but I feel like you're not actually completely open to what you could actually have in your life. Your chakras are very misaligned. You can seek help about that or do some more mindful meditations. There's a lot of need here to do meditation and get centered with yourself. You deserve it, and you should take the time to do so. What the fuck am I listening to now? Oh, relaxing music for dogs. Great. Oh, your dog. On the screen it's a black dog, but I saw like a fluffy border collie, like Lassie, probably female, a little bit more white in the face, and I saw kind of like a shaggy lab, what's that called? Golden retriever, of the more blonde variety, turning gray, for whoever that resonates for this animal. Sweet, sweet little angels. Anyway, yeah, I feel the love that you had for your pets. Okay, insight, ask your soul, visualize. You have to visualize the life that you're looking for. Write it down, visualize it. It's very important to you. Your thoughts become your actions, and your actions become what you manifest. So be aware. Every intention has a reaction to it. That's just science. It just is. So whether you think it's corny or not, it needs to be done. Alright, what's the tea of the story here? Because there's a whole ass story wanting to come out, so let's dive in. Yeah, there's a steady offer coming towards you slowly but surely. I'm not sure if you're exactly if you know that you're going to want it, because like I said, you are kind of in that jaded energy, and to take this offer you'd feel foolish. But judgment, it's coming regardless, and I feel like it's not something. So in the past, if this is a person, we'll call it the twin flame, if this is a person, there was multiple times where I feel like you came up to this person to chat with them, get to know them, like you really moved mountains to be there for this person. I feel that, I really do. It wasn't enough for them at the time, and you kind of probably just saw them on social media or heard through the grapevine that they were doing well, going out, acting a fool, whatever, and that left you feeling like, what in the actual fuck? Like, they'll take this asshole, but they won't accept my love, or I'll see them get, you know, beat up and trodden over and used as, you know, a doormat. You'll accept that love, but you won't, you know, text me back, you won't call me, you won't hang out with me, you won't even like reply to my messages, whatever. But now the timing is right. So there's a certain amount of like grace required in hearing this person out when you're ready. Now, a lot of this interaction is going to be based on your terms, which is the good news. So you kind of get to set the rules and set the boundaries. But still, try not to get jaded. And I know that you really love this person, so don't dip into it in a way that you... Oh my fucking god. Stop. We're not doing TV anymore. Oh, the silence just brought me a lot of clarity. You get to accept this person back on your own terms. There's still an absence of like, yes, they will come back to you and you will sort things out, but understand also that you don't want them to just run back into your arms or you run into their arms, right? There's like a certain amount of work that needs to be done. You've wanted this for a long time and you're going to get it. Now, I'm not going to promise you that this is your end-all be-all and this is the person that you're going to grow old with and be in rocking chairs with. I can't see that, and wouldn't lie. What I do see is you getting a certain level of truth and clarity that feels fucking awesome. So that is amazing. So taking this chance, and then with no fuckery and no sneakiness, I feel like it'll come to you pretty quickly. Why the Two of Pentacles? I feel like there's a certain amount of like choice of how you want to handle this. This person's done healing, and I feel like they actually want to talk. Actually, I feel like this person's done healing from the situation, and I feel like they're going to come back all normal with the High Priestess and actually not want to talk about it, but they're going to have to go through their intuition to use truth and clarity. I feel like you're going to be like, you can come at me and we can go out to like eat or whatever, but you're not getting me back that easily. You hurt me pretty bad, and if you want me back, then we have to talk about everything that happened. And they're going to be, you know, meh, or like maybe see if they can just grind on you, grind you down, or actually grind on you. You are still very abundant, but this wounded stuff, you know. So I would say your homework right now is to flip this star around and open up, to work on your healing energy and understand what your wish fulfillment would actually be. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, all in the reverse. So put your past rejections there in the past. Do the journaling that you need. Seek out therapy, seek out medical professionals, seek out old friends to reconcile with. Act as if the love is already here, okay? Because honestly, I feel like it is. That's like the oxymoronic thing about twin flames, is that they're always with you. Whether you know it, whether they know it, they're always with you. And with your logic brain versus heart is like a war that you'll never really win, but battle to battle you can win. So focus on like the small battles of heart or mind, and I think you'll know that you're going in the right direction because you'll feel lighter and brighter, truly. Whether the information or the truth that you find is dark and dangerous, it'll bring you peace to just know the truth, okay? I am sorry that this pile has been all over the damn place. It took me on a wild ride and was like a shit ton of energy. No, I'll do that after. Alright, so let's pull your archetype card. Oh, it's just like a heavy burden, man. Like, I've done some burdenous things in my life, and fuck, whoever the message is for, I'd give you a big fucking hug, okay? Like, Jesus, it's a lot. I don't know what to say other than that. It's just a lot. Yeah, I knew this one wanted to come out. The Temple. is really beautiful. I've never pulled this card before. Eat. Wait. Wait. Yeah, okay. Frickin' Roman numerals. Okay. The temple, the sanctuary, the shrine, the altar. Here's some extra reading. The ancient yogi saw the body itself as a temple. Every function and feature of it is an expression of divinity. Build a shrine with found materials. Don't spend any money, only time. And I do get that. I get that you need to spend a lot of time in the situation and diagnosing what's going on. Though indeed the temple travels with you, this card is interwoven with the pilgrim archetype. If you've been longing for a spiritual journey, book your tickets. More like that person's booking their tickets, because they're coming in hot. When we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensuously kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. This card is a call to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshiping? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there is room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. Wow, bro. Balfour, I can't just leave you on that. After I did you so dirty and had like no faith in you. Oh, I did forget to pull these cards. Yeah, I'm gonna do you a solid and see if I can pull information about what is going on here, because water, yeah, you ain't going with the flow, that's for sure. I feel like you're not used to chaos, and being in chaos is throwing you into more and more chaos, right? Okay. Water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, compassion. Gotta be compassionate with yourself. And I feel like you felt like your intuition and spirituality has been a burden for most of your life, or as part of the like spiritual community, which honestly I'm not a fan of either. So finding your own little niche of the spirituality community, be that based in like Toltecs or science or something that actually resonates with you, instead of the capitalist version of and I love capitalism, but the capitalist version of spirituality where they're always trying to sell you stuff. Yeah, getting away from that and into what it means to you, because you're going to be still, unfortunately, I feel like you're still going to be the teacher in the situation. Like your flame coming back to you is off of their bullshit, still being true to themselves, off their bullshit, but all over the place. Yeah. So Uranus, radically change. I don't think that you don't need to like do some crazy zealous amounts of change, right? It's like the little things with you. With the other person, opposite. Big things. With you, the little things need to change. The little things that you tell yourself, the little lies. I think that those little changes is gonna spark a whole lot of hope in you, and that hope is all that you need, right? Hope is priceless, but hope is all you need in this situation. House 2, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. The highlight in this one is the self-worth for sure. As far as material possessions and things go, if this flame is bougie or out there, or the type of person who's very materialistically driven, I mean, we do have Capricorn on the bottom of the deck, and Capricorns like their stuff. you don't need that stuff to woo this person, okay? And if they make certain comments or whatever when you guys link up about this brand, that comes from an insecure place from them. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. It shouldn't, and it won't eventually, but for right now, that's the place that they're in, is all they've known through love is material possessions and stuff and, you know, trips and fleshy things like that. Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion with Yang, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. You gotta be, oh, the yin energy. I'm sorry. I love that. Be soft. Be soft with your intuition. If anything, with your spiritual journey, you've been kind of like thrown C4 on your spiritual door and it blasted to smithereens, and you've been kind of drug through the mud for probably forever. But there is a lighter, better, happier side to your intuition. A lot of blue in these cards, so again, that brings me back to the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. You may be very imbalanced in the root, sacral. I know you're imbalanced in the heart chakra, but your southern chakras, so there's a certain level of mixing up, or what's it called? Creativity, definitely sexual energy too, that needs to be recultivated for you. There's a lot of hope, I'll tell you that, and for as hopeful you've been your entire life, and then when that hope died due to an action of your twin, whatever that action was, I'm not going to dig into that, that's not my business, but whatever that action was, don't expect that they're going to be sorry for it, that they're going to say sorry. Just know things are the way that they need to be now. God, this is so heavy, and you're so heavily guarded around you. So know that even if you don't like them, your spirit team is always with you, and they will cultivate your gifts in order to make this union happen. So go with the flow and not against the flow, right? You have a lot of water out here. I don't know if you're a water sign or not, but you got to be more receptive with your guides. We'll bring this union in faster, and overall we'll just make the feeling on your shoulders lighter. So regardless of if this flame comes back sooner rather than later, you have to do what's right for you. Now, I pulled postcards from Spirit because I knew that one pile was going to need a postcard. I'm actually not going to read it all for you because it's long as shit, and I actually don't want to read it at all because it's for you, even though this is going on the internet and like literally anyone can like watch this. But it feels sacred, so I want it to be for you. So there's that. It was just for you, pile 4. Oh goodness, pile 4, yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I don't really want to let this go on any longer, but God, it's just so much energy. It's so much energy, but it is beautiful, and I feel like maybe even like your wildest dreams might come true in this situation. Just remember, like, your harvest, it's harvest season, like harvest is coming in. So take that for what it's worth. Let's do a little something special for you because you deserve it. Pile 4. I feel so rude for being so harsh earlier. Like, I'm embarrassed, and honestly I feel like your flame coming back is going to be really embarrassed too. But their pull to you and their love for you is gonna supersede their embarrassment. So, I mean, at least there's that, but sorry. Temperance, patience, 2 of Cups, soulmate. The bottom of the deck, King of Wands. There's a lot of fire and water here. So I would say the light sides of this reading so far have been fire and water. The darker sides have been air signs and earth signs, meaning lack of stability, lack of communication. And then on the other side, it's been like too deep in the emotions and too angry, too fiery. That's some of the imbalance. So I wouldn't be surprised in this twin flame union if one of you had like water and fire and the other had earth and air, or however it's kind of split up, you know, if you're born like on the cusp of a month or something like that. So Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Why this Two of Pentacles? The Hermit. Spirit said, I said what I said. The thing with this deck is it always want to tell giant stories and not just clarify sometimes. If you feel like this person's watching you, they are. Don't be scared. They are. They're just not ready yet. They might be watching you online. They have a lot of, they haven't checked in with you in a while. They are curious as to your goings-ons, if you're signaled, if you're seeing anyone, where you live, what you do for work, like all that kind of stuff. So they're looking at you online most likely, battling it out if they should message you first or what. I mean, it's like stupid because the Three of Wands is there. They know that they're going to, but they're still whatever. They're going internally to do the work with the Hermit, and then with the Magician, I'm going to see what they're actually manifesting. But they're indecisive, and they want to make sure they come at you the right way with the Devil. They don't want to come at you with like in the wrong way, because I feel like they've already done that a couple times, and yeah, it didn't go well, and you're just not going to accept that. So was this person like into drugs or something? The Magician with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to rebuild. I think they want to offer you friendship first. I think they want to offer you friendship and then eventually turn it into love, which is going to take a leap of faith from them and a lot of confidence on both your parts, but it's very possible, and it's very fruitful too. I don't know about that drug storyline, that just kind of like popped in my head. I'm not even really sure why, but I mean, I can just feel this person's they're just all over the fucking place. They're all over the fucking place, and it's almost like so illogical that they either have some sort of disorder. I'm not a medical professional, but like some sort of disorder or drugs. So that's very possible. And if so, like, you know, I send them healing, I send you healing. Flighty. This person's been waiting for a while to go about this, and I don't think you're gonna believe me, but for as much as they have been on your mind, which I already know is like a fuck ton, like you could wake up, think of them, go through your whole day thinking of them, go to bed, the last thought in your head, them, thinking of them, you know. Maybe it wasn't that extreme for them all the time too, but they definitely think about you as much as you think about them. The Chariot. So back and forth about which way to enter, which way to come at you or not come at you. Like this moving energy, again, back with the Cancer energy, and they want to make sure they go about it the right way. So this person's still kind of in waiting energy. And why the Hermit? The Fool. Yeah, they're not ready to take that leap of faith yet. They're getting there. So when the wheel's on the down, it's on the down. Everything that goes up must come down. So the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning in a good way, and whatever like birth, the Empress that you expected with the Star, with this person, wish fulfillment, like it's genuine, it's real, right? You both had different lessons to learn in this lifetime and different karma to balance out. Again, so why the Magician? What is this person manifesting? The Lovers, the Five of Cups, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune again, and the Star. Wow. Yeah, this person wants it all. They're gonna come off shy and shit first and be like, I just want to be friends, let's go out for fucking coffee. Tea. I heard tea. Tea. Great Britain. What did this person was maybe like a world traveler for a little while, or traveled a lot. This person needs to reignite their own passion with you in order to have the strength. They're still ending things with other people. Sneaky behavior. This person's really good looking. Like they may be tying up loose ends with, I don't know, drug lords. Parole officers. Like, this person's got to clean up their past, but they at least want to crack the door open with you to know that you've been on their mind consistently. I'm sorry if this sounds like a soap opera, but it's what's coming out. And I think they're coming in sooner than you know, or at least the communication is. The effort, not so much. Like but just do your best to not get jaded and be patient. So what you can do in the meantime is you can study up with your knowledge. You're very smart in certain aspects of your life, and continue to, you have this knowledge for a reason, so to continue to study up, continue to heal, and think with your most clear mind that you can. Think with logic, okay? So what, any advice for the Four of Swords? Like, how do you want pile 4 to heal? Go out and have fun. Yes. Fuck, where'd that card go? The sun. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think you can see. So I have how you can heal is the Page of Wands with the Ace of Wands, Strength with the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So go out and have fun, reignite your passions, like truly, madly, deeply go out and do some fun shit. For some people this can mean sex. I don't know if you want to go out and have sex if it's been a while. That's up to you if the opportunity presents itself, but move your body, go out, have fun, do some passions, things that you haven't done in a long time. The Strength card with the Seven of Cups, understand that there's a lot of options open to you, and this is like a really like luscious, good, like options are good to have, and that you are like that dude or that bitch, and you are strong. By showing that you have desires for things, earthly things, human things, you've been in like this 5D spiritual realm for a long time. You're not like any less than or weaker than for looking into like things that feel good, okay? You're just dipping back to the 3D and living in reality. That's okay. Let yourself do that. And then be joyous and passionate with the Queen of Wands, regardless of gender in this situation, because you're about to be so happy. Yes. Okay. All right, that is much better advice than what I gave you in the first part of your pile. Again, thank you for sticking with me. I'm sorry I went for your throat immediately. I'm gonna go eat some food because I'm really hungry, and I feel like we're on 2 hours of this now, which is wicked long. Thank you for being here. I hope you find peace, and that was a super oddly specific message, so if that resonated, feel free to drop a comment, or if you'd rather talk about it privately, then you can drop a comment just to ask for my email, and we can have some correspondence if that brings you joy. Because there was some little stuff that came up, but it wasn't worth mentioning. I think I've spoken quite enough, so love and light to you all. Thank you for being here, and see you later.